Hey, welcome back. I am so excited because I recently officially launched the cold emailing formula, which is my program that teaches professionals how to land clients through cold emailing. So I wanted to just come on here and talk for a few minutes about the program because I'm getting a lot of questions about it, a lot of interest, which is super exciting. And I figured the easiest way to address all these questions would be to just make a video about it. Also, I cut my hair. All right, I'm gonna get right into questions. Yes, these are questions I've actually been asked. Really good questions, and here we go. The first one, what does the cold emailing formula teach? The program teaches you the entire lifespan of client acquisition from start to finish. And I mean, we cover the whole thing. So it starts with mindset, because that's where everything starts. And then it goes into lead sourcing and lead generation, all the way through the point where you send the lead your proposal, which contains an outline of your work and your rates. I'll show you how to email, how to track your emails, when to email, how to follow up, how to handle the sales call. I'll give you the phone script that I use, the exact words that I say when I get on the phone with clients, how to craft your proposal, everything. So I show you everything you need to do to land the client. It's not just about writing and sending cold emails. Next question, how long is the course? Right now the course is 7 modules. I can't tell you how long it's going to take you to get through it because it is self-paced. You can go through it as many times as you need. I tell everyone to go through it at least twice. Hearing any information once isn't going to be enough. But to get through the entire formula start to finish, it's 7 modules, and each module is made up of at least 2 lessons. The next question, how is the course delivered? Everything is online, the videos are online, and then many of the lessons have additional resources. Some of these resources come as a PDF, most of them are in Google Drive. And on that note, something important I want you to know is that once you enroll in the course, there is nothing else you have to purchase. I will show you softwares and tools that all have free versions, like free plans. You can upgrade to a paid plan if you want, but you certainly don't have to. It's not needed to get results from the formula. The next question is, who is the course for? The short version is any client-based business or client-based professional, anyone who relies on clients to make money. More specific examples, writers. I've had a lot of freelance writers, social media managers, graphic designers, web developers, SEO experts, but this can also work for agencies who need to go out and land clients, whether you're a digital marketing agency, a Google Ads agency, coaches, health coaches, life coaches, real estate agents, consultants, any professional or business who needs to land new clients can benefit from the cold emailing formula. This can work for you. Second question I'm getting a lot, what else do I get? There's absolutely stuff beyond the program. There is a private Facebook community that is for students only. I'm also very active in the group. When you enroll, you get lifetime access to both the program and the group. We do weekly live office hours on Zoom where you can submit your questions and I will answer them live on the call. And then you get direct email access to me. This is part of the program. I'm there to work directly with you, help keep you accountable and make sure that, A, that you're doing the work, but B, also that it's working for you. This is why we have such a high success rate, which brings me into the next question. What proof do I have that the cold emailing formula works? The students that I had in the live version of the course, which previously ended, it went for 6 weeks, they got and are continuing to get amazing results. I had one student who landed a client at $1,300 a month before the course even finished. He got this client, I think it was week 5, and like I said, the program ran 6 weeks. I had another student who was hired to do a paid test assignment before the client would bring her on as a recurring monthly contractor. And in general, these professionals are getting more opens, more responses to their emails, and more phone calls than they saw before the program. You put in the work, you see the results. The work works. It's not magic, it's just having the right process, is how I like to put it. Next question is, how do I enroll? I will put the link in the description below. There is a page on my website where there's more information. You can view a bunch of testimonials and reviews of the cold emailing formula. And then that page contains another link, which I'll also point out in the description, where you can apply. Yes, there is an application, which always leads people into this next question, which is, why do I have to apply? I have not made enrollment open to the public. You can't go online and just enroll if you want to. And I did that. That was very much on purpose. I need to know that we're a good fit for each other. I need to know that you're in the right place and you're ready for this, and also that you're in the right line of work. There are some people who shouldn't enroll in this program and won't be the right fit for them. For instance, I talked to one gentleman a while back who was interested in learning cold emailing. Great guy, super talented at what he does, very skilled, very knowledgeable, but he wanted to learn how to automate cold emailing. And I told him, this really isn't for you then, because that's not how I teach cold emailing. So he was just looking for something different. Regardless, I knew I wouldn't be able to help him, and I told him that. So that's why there's an application. Also, full disclosure, I'm trying to weed out people who aren't serious. It's easy and exciting to express interest in something, but when it comes time to pull the trigger and take action, fewer people are actually going to walk the walk. And I am very serious about keeping my success rate and the program's success rate very high as possible. So that's why we get on a call. We see if we mesh, if we're a good fit for each other. And also, that's a chance for you to get to know me more and the program more. So that's why there's an application. If the application looks good and so far we're on the right track, then we get on a phone call or a Zoom call or a Skype call, whatever we need to do. And we'll have, a quick 15-minute conversation where I'll ask you a few more questions about your business. Maybe we'll go over your application. If that goes well, then you're ready to rock and roll. I can enroll you on the spot. Now, the question on everybody's mind: how much does it cost? That is something else that is not public. I do not make the price public. And I know you're already sitting there going, oh my God, that must mean it's expensive. Calm down. Expensive is arbitrary. I'm not going to tell you it's cheap or expensive, because those words mean something different to everybody. As I explained, there's an application and there's a phone call. If someone who's interested in enrolling takes the time to go through an application and a phone call, then that right there tells me that they're probably very serious about it. And those are the people that I want. I'm trying to weed out the people who are only fixated on the cost. When you're considering enrolling in a program, in any program, my advice to you would be to understand that you are making an investment in yourself. You are spending money on yourself because it's ultimately going to give you some kind of return. That's going to require on your part a commitment, a little bit of skin in the game. All right, that was it for right now. Those are some of the most common questions I'm getting. All really good questions. If you guys have any more, or if you have any comments or feedback, I'm always open. Just drop me a comment below. Don't forget to check out the description. I have links to the page on my website along with the application. If you are interested in enrolling, fill out that application and I will get back to you within 1 business day. All right, see you later.